Hey citizens, thanks for stopping by. For today's video, let's take an up close and personal of this most awaited 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor. The Ford Ranger Raptor is the hardcore and off-road focused pickup truck that is based on the regular Ford Ranger's second facelift. A 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine is the power plant for the Ranger Raptor, producing 210 horsepower and a gigantic 500 Nm of torque that is mated to a 10-speed automatic gearbox, and it is a 4x4 layout. Do take note that the Ford Ranger Raptor, together with its bigger brother, the F-150 Raptor, are under by Ford Performance alongside with Ford Mustang and the legendary Ford GT. As always guys, let's take this Ford Ranger Raptor for a full walk-around review, showing you the most interesting features from the interior as well as the exterior. So what are you waiting for? Let's sit back, relax, and enjoy of this review. Under the bonnet of this Ranger Raptor is a Ford's new 2-liter EcoBlue twin-turbo diesel engine. This engine is featured with a dual overhead cams, 16-valve, and an inline 4-cylinder with common rail direct injection. This 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine Ranger Raptor pumps out 210 horsepower at 3,750 RPM and a humongous 500 Nm of torque between 1,750 and 2,000 RPM. 0 to 100 takes 10.5 seconds with a top speed of 170 km per hour. 80 liters is the total fuel tank capacity with the Euro 4 compliant as its emission standard. This Ford Ranger Raptor is mated to a 10-speed automatic gearbox, and the drivetrain of this Ranger Raptor is a 4-wheel drive vehicle. The long wait is over. It's been 9 years of the T6 Ranger production. Ford Motor Company introduced the Raptor series of the Ranger T6 in July 2018 that is focused on an off-road performance, and it delivers a wide body structure with an ultra-high strength frame, giant bash plate, and a raised-up design in which the truck will go to the next peak of extreme exhibitions and succeeding the widespread of a true beast of hell than the regular Ford Ranger. The body design cues goes buffer and muscular that is similarly identical from its bigger brother the F-150 Raptor. Although, the design of the Raptor is really eye-catching and tough like you imagine that this came from a Jurassic Park, which this one is pretty wild. That dino gray front grille with Ford logo in block letters, blacked out bumper, wide fenders, bigger shoes, tow hooks for both front and back, a 283mm of ground clearance, and an 850mm of water wading makes the Ranger Raptor a true off-road focused and an all-around haul for everyday purposes. Plus, it is very effective in all weather conditions, whether there is a typhoon, flash floods, and any other outrageous happenings in every situation. The Ranger Raptor really stands out on its overall design, but it doesn't focus on that. You see, the Ford Ranger Raptor is a hardcore pickup truck that everyone is very gigil na gigil to drive this daredevil toy. But actually, it is really exciting on the sandy, muddy, and rocky roads even when you put it into Baja driving mode to play around with. Since this is a hardcore vehicle, this truck is very reliable and durable with the support of a 2.3mm thick high-strength steel underbody frame to agitate for almost an off-road impact, stronger chassis, and what is really surprising for the Raptor was equipped with a Fox Racing shock suspension to give a truck a firmer feel to it while driving off-road. Sir, saan po ba nanggaling yung Raptor series ng Ford? Well, the Raptor series started in 2010 in the US, that starts on the F-150 and commonly known as the topping range model. It also starts offer with a V8 petrol engine and later a V6 EcoBoost petrol engine. For the first time in the history for the Raptor series is a 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine, but it is only offered for the Ranger Raptor. Sir, akala ko naman malaki ang displacement niya kagaya ng F-150 Raptor. Yun pala maliit ang displacement niya. Tama! Maliit ang kanyang displacement which is a 2.0 liter, pero despite on having a small displacement engine, it doesn't mean na malabo siya. Actually, in having a 2.0 liter, it's surprisingly offered with a greater power and torque output. Sa totoo lang, this one gives a wow factor to every people out there. In conclusion, the Ford Ranger Raptor is a daredevil on both on and off-road, and it is capable to any situational activities. Additionally, this truck is truly a game changer that you will put into a hysterical emotion and it blew off your mind. In other words, this Ranger Raptor is the iron fist of the road. Wait, before I end, one thing that I never mentioned is the Raptor series belongs to Ford Performance alongside with the Ford Mustang and the legendary Ford GT. The Ford Ranger Raptor was landed in the Philippine shores way back September 2018, and what's interesting about this truck is that it offers in a price below 2 million peso mark. It doesn't mean that the price of that cost below 2 million pesos, but honestly speaking, the price of this is actually depends on the local market nationwide. Exterior features for the Ford Ranger Raptor are equipped with manual leveling HID headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED front fog lights, Dino Grey Raptor traditional front grille with block-in Ford emblem, Raptor accent front and rear bumper, front and rear tow hooks, front rain-sensing windshield wipers, front and rear mudguards, front metal skid plate, indicators on the Dino Grey accent side mirrors with puddle lights, Dino Grey accent door handles, black aluminum side step boards, rear incandescent taillights, rear windshield defrosting, high mount stop light, rear parking sensors, and a spare tire that is mounted under the cargo bed. For safety reasons, the Ranger Raptor are featured with 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution, electronic stability program with traction control, hill descent control, hill start assist, rear locking differential, terrain management system, adjustable speed limiter, ELR seatbelts with front pretensioner, front seatbelt warning, child-proof door locks, ISOFIX child seats and tether anchors for the rear seats, and volumetric Bulgar alarm system. Dino Grey finished 17-inch 6 double-spoke alloy rims was fitted on this Ranger Raptor that is covered to a Goodyear Wrangler tires that measures 265/70 R17. Large ventilated discs are present in all 4 corners. One of the unique features about this Ford Ranger Raptor is the Fox Racing shock suspension that is equipped for this truck in order to have a firm ride while driving off-road for both front and rear. For the front, it uses an aluminum double wishbones with Fox Racing Shock's internal bypass dampers and anti-roll bar, and coilovers with Fox Racing Shock's internal bypass reservoir dampers and Watts Link out back. The approach, the departure, and the breakover angle of the Ranger Raptor measures 32.5 degrees, 24 degrees, and 24 degrees respectively with a 283mm of total ground clearance. The Ford Ranger Raptor gets a Ford's version of a smart key access system. With a remote key on yourself, you will able to lock the truck by tapping the indentation on both front doors and grabbing the door handle to unlock the truck after waiting for a few moments of seconds. As you open the doors and unlocking the truck, the welcome lights turned on.
Speaker down there, little storage, bottle holder, window controls. All of the windows in this car are fully powered, while the driver's side window gets a fully automatic function in both directions. Window lock. Right next to your interior door handle, you've got your central locking buttons. Tweeter right up there. Got your headlight switch, and if you push this middle button right here, this knob right here adjusts your headlight. Here's the button to turn off or on your front fog lights, your interior brightness adjuster buttons. This button right here turns off or on your light for your truck bed. Mirror controls. Pull this lever to release your bonnet. Raptor floor mats. Ford Performance door sills. The driver's seat of this Ford Ranger Raptor gets a part powered and part manual. For the part powered, here are your controls located right here. And what is manual? The only manual function of this driver's seat is the lumbar support, which is located right here. You have your Raptor embroidery, and it is also made with part leather and part Alcantara with some blue stitching on it, which is quite nice. The front passenger seat of this Ford Ranger Raptor gets a fully manual adjustments. Got your seat back, height, a sliding position controls, and you also have a lumbar support located right here.
A rack and pinion power steering system is standard for this Ranger Raptor with electric assistance. This steering wheel was covered in leather with red band on the 12 o'clock position, perforated sections on both sides, blue contrast stitching going around the inner rim, and sport grips at 10 and 2. Plus, every 4 spokes on the steering wheel was finished in dino gray accents with Raptor badging at the bottom, and a multifunction controls are found in every 2 spokes. As mentioned, this steering wheel is a 4-spoke design. A 10-speed automatic gearbox is offered from the 2-liter biturbo diesel engine. This one is featured with a sport sequential manual shifting via the paddle shifters located behind on the steering wheel spokes. The positive sign to the right is for upshifts, while the negative sign to the left is for downshifts. A reverse camera will show up on the infotainment display once you put the truck into reverse.
Center armrest, which is padded in leather with some blue stitching on it, and underneath you have a massive amount of size storage area, or storage bin rather, with your cooling vent on it that cool things up, which is quite nice. 2 cup holders, hand operated parking brake. Got your 4-wheel drive controls right here. 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. Traction control, differential locking right here, and your hill descent control. Storage right there with your USB port, another USB port on the left side, while on the right side is your 12-volt power outlet. Dual zone automatic climate control system with all of your controls located right here. It is quite simple to use. At the bottom, you have your power button to turn off or on your climate control system. Front defrost, maximum front defrost, rear defrost, automatic, air conditioning, maximum air conditioning, and your recirculation button right here. Driver side temperature, front passenger side temperature, and your fan speed. Now, on top of your air conditioning controls, on the left side is your volume knob together with your power button right here. While on the right side is your tuning knob, your seat track buttons, and your eject button right here. CD player,
This Ranger Raptor gets an 8-inch colored touchscreen infotainment audio head unit that features a various media connectivity options, Sync 3, navigation, and 6 speakers for the sound system.
Now, here's the screen itself, and at the bottom of your screen, you've got your hazard switch. And these are flanked with 2 aircon vents. You can see the blue stitching on it in front of the dashboard, as you can see. It is a very nice top-notch quality for this kind of class. Not just in the dashboard, you have blue stitching on the steering wheel, you have blue stitching on the seats, as you can see right here. From the center armrest, the base of the gear lever, and your parking brake lever right here. They are stitched in blue. That represents the Raptor series, which Ford did a job well done. Anyways, got your push button ignition, got your wiper controls to the right, and your indicator controls to the left. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your up, down, left, right, and your OK button that corresponds you to control the multi-information display right within the instrument gauge. And down below is your cruise control buttons. While on the right side, the same goes to the left side. Up, down, left, right, and this middle button right here is your mode button that corresponds you to control the infotainment display. And down below, got your volume button, voice recognition system, mute button, and your off hook and on hook buttons for your Bluetooth telephone menu. And at the same time, here are your buttons for your seat track. The steering wheel of this Ford Ranger Raptor gets a manual tilt only. You adjust it using the lever down here. Grip handle located at the A-pillar for the driver's side, which provides you to support while getting in and out of the truck, because this truck is very high, or not too high, it's quite high. And you also have a grip handle for the driver's side located on the top. The driver's side sun visor gets a vanity mirror and a light. Sunglass holder. Interior lights right above. And your auto-dimming rear view mirror. The front passenger side sun visor gets a vanity mirror and a light as well. You also have a grip handle located on the top, as well as at the A-pillar. On the front passenger side, right next to the interior door handle, you got your central locking buttons. A perfect size glove box. And it is lockable as well. speaker down there, storage, and a bottle holder. Window control.
The rear seat backs can be fold down in one piece by pulling the strap located beside on the center headrest, and then you found some storages with your toolkit and jack. Also, the seat bases flipped up in one piece as the seat back by pulling the strap, and underneath you have found two storages. There is a hook to lock it in place to prevent the seat base from falling down.
You do have adjustable headrest, front and rear. Since the battery is dead and the driver's seat is set in a position that they are comfortable in reference, I'm about 5'9", which is about 1.7 meters tall. I do have the room to stretch out my feet underneath of the driver's seat. As for legroom, I have this much. While I have this much in terms of headroom, in terms of space, now you can see it is not too crampy, it is not too spacious, although it is very perfect in size. Parang sakto lang sa kaluwagan niya. And in terms of comfortness, thanks to its nicely padded leather seats right here, and part Alcantara seats with some, again, as I mentioned, you have your blue stitching for the Raptor trim that keeps the car really stand out. And back to the comfortness, I think this is one of the most comfortable seats that I ever seated here in this Ford Ranger Raptor. And overall, wala tayong problema dito pag upo dito sa back seat ng Ford Ranger Raptor. You do have storage pockets in the front seat backs. You have your 12-volt power outlet and your home power outlet. It is a AC 230 volts and it is a 150 watts maximum power. Center armrest with two cup holders. You have your two hooks at the back. Your grip handles located on the top for the rear on both sides. And your cabin light. And oh yes, you have adjustable seat belts for both driver and front passenger.
The Ranger Raptor's cargo tailgate is super light to drop and lift, even you can easily do it in one finger. The tailgate itself is reduced by 70% of weight distribution. The cargo bed is measured by 1,549mm, 1,560mm, and 511mm in length, width, and height respectively. Maximum payload is up to 766 kilograms, and towing capacity is 2,500 kilograms. A bed liner, tie-down points, and a 12-volt power outlet which is located on the left side is standard for this Raptor.
Well guys, I hope you enjoy of this full walk-around review of this 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor 2-liter bi-turbo 4x4. It is mated to a 10-speed automatic gearbox. If you like this video, make sure you hit thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, if you're subscribed to my channel, please hit the notification bell button to get notified for my latest updates on YouTube. And don't forget, follow all of my social media platforms. As always, I'll see you next time with 4 more latest videos on YouTube. Thank you for watching and mabuhay!